You guys, you traders, you ruffians, it's the rough trader here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great and I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. So yeah, we are here for the outlook of some currency pairs, GBP GBPJPY, and USDCHF. So you guys should just sit back as we slay the Forex market. Okay, so this is GBP on the 4-hour time frame, British pounds and US United States dollars. So let's go to the daily time frame to mark out some stuff. Okay, so let's mark out this recent low on the daily time frame and a recent overall high. So I'm marking this out. So let's switch to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, good. So let's just complement it with a rectangle. What we marked, let's complement it with a rectangle. So that's our resistance, and this is our support. Okay, good. Now that we've marked our support and resistance, let's pay attention to what is happening on the intermediate level or the intermediate zone. You can just switch to our line chart because on the intermediate level, we are just searching for buy pressures and sell pressures. So let's switch to our line chart. Okay, good. Okay, this is a clear buy pressure here. So the current trend is a clear buy pressure, so we can just mark it out. Okay, good. So let's just mark it out and draw a rectangle for it, or not necessarily we draw a rectangle for it. So this is a buy pressure, and in the last video I did, we talked about trend. The trend is your friend. You don't joke with the trend. So let's mark out the trend on the 4-hour time frame. You can just switch to your line chart to make it easy for you to identify your trend. Can you see it's an uptrend? So you just take your trend line to complement the trend. You can just balance it with a candlestick. Okay, good. We have a trend here. So just balance with a candlestick. So this is the 0.1 and the 0.2. Okay, good. So we've marked this. We have our upper trend line and down trend line here, which has two to touch. Okay, both of them have two to touch. This one has the first touch, second touch, first touch, and second touch. Okay, good. So presently, so if you should pay attention to what price did here. Price started pushing upward from the higher low, created higher high, another higher low here. Is price going to create another higher high? Why I asked the question is because if you look at the chart very well, you see there is a zone here. There is a zone here. We have a buy pressure on this zone, and we also have a sell pressure on this zone. So we can just mark it out using a horizontal ray because that looks important. We can't just keep analyzing without paying attention to that level. So we can just complement it with a rectangle because it's an important zone. Okay, good. And why it is called a zone is because it adds series of price movement happen on it. A buy pressure happened here, a sell pressure happened on it here. So presently, if you pay attention to this place, price has failed to break this area. Price has failed to break this area. Price tried breaking it the first time here, the second time here. So the third time, we don't know what's going to happen. So let's go on the 1-hour time frame to see what's happening. Okay, good. This is the 1-hour time frame. Now, you see price refused to break this area, the resistance area, the first time, the second time. So let's see what's going to happen on this third time. And if you pay attention, you can see something like a trend. There's a trend inside this trend. But let's go to the 15 minutes time frame to mark out the trend very well. Okay, good. Let me adjust this trend line. Okay. Let me switch to my line chart. Okay. Can you see this trend? Okay. And we can also mark this out. Good. Okay, good. Can you see we can also see another trend inside this place, just like a wedge. So what could price possibly do? We don't know. Price could possibly reject from this area and start selling downward, or we expect a break above this area and price start pushing upward. We react to what we see. Like I said, we don't predict, we react to what we see. We are Forex traders, we react to what we see. So we are expecting a possible break above or a rejection downward for a sell. So let me go back to the 1 hour time frame so you guys can see clearly. So this is what we are expecting on GBP USD. A possible continuation downward for a sell or a break above for a buy. I have more buyers on the sell. But we'll react to what we see. I have more buyers for the price to sell downward. But like I said, we react to what we see. We are nobody to say this is going to happen or this is going to happen. So we react to what we see. So that's what I'm looking at on GBP. That's what I'm expecting on GBP USD. So let's go to GBPJPY. Okay, this is GBPJPY, British pounds and Japanese yen. Okay, so let's just mark our highs and lows. Okay, we have a very strong buy pressure on GBPJPY on the 1 hour time frame. The buy pressure started from here, and we have a very strong sell pressure on this area. So we just mark that out. Okay, so we've marked that out. And if you notice, price started creating higher highs and higher lows on this area. Higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher highs and higher low. So we've marked the highest point and the lowest point. So let's just complement it with the rectangle. This is the resistance area, and this is the support. Area. Good. And if you look, like what I said initially, price started creating higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, till it got to this resistance area. And when price got to the resistance area, it was set for bearish reversal. So it started creating higher highs and lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low, and price got trapped on this area. So we are going to pay attention to what happened there and why price got trapped on that area. So let's go. So the first thing to do is to what? Check your trend. The trend is your friend. So let's check our trend. Okay, this is obviously a bullish trend. So we can just draw a trend line to complement our trend. We have the first touch and the second touch. So let me switch it back to my candlestick to balance it. Okay, good. Okay, good. We already drew this. So if we should switch back to a line chart, you can see we can still mark something here like this. Okay, good. Let's mark this out. Yes. So we've marked that out. We've marked that out. So what should we expect here? So there's a supply area here, supply zone here. Let's mark out the supply zone here. Let's mark out the supply zone here. So could price possibly come to this supply zone and start pushing bearish? Let's do some insight. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so let's go back to let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. Let's just mark this. Let's label this one out. The supply zone. I didn't just call it a supply zone for nothing because I spotted a base there. Let me zoom in so you guys can see the base. Can you see the base there? It is called the rally base drop. It's a supply pattern. So let's go to the 15 minutes time frame to see what we can mark. Okay. Okay, let me balance this. Okay, good. So this is what we mark. We can also mark another zone inside here. We can draw an inner trend line for this. Okay, can you guys see? Good. Okay, so we mark another trend inside the trend we've marked initially. So what I'm expecting price to push upward and react to the supply zone before it starts selling. And like I said, we react to what we see. Once we confirm a bearish candlestick on this area, a strong bearish candlestick on this area, we start what? We take a sell. And if we get a break above this area, we'll take a buy. So, but I'm expecting price to react to this supply zone and start pushing bearish. And let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, we can also mark this support area there. So if price can react to this supply zone here, we can take a sell downward here and wait for a break below, retest and a continuation, and also take a buy downward. That's 2 entries. So that's 2 entries on GBPJPY. And we can also back up our analysis with the Fibonacci retracement tool. We'll draw from this point to this point. So if price can just go upward, oh good. Can you see even price is even, you can even see like the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level forming a confluence with the supply zone. So if price can push upward and create a bearish candlestick pattern here on the supply zone and 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, we are going to take a very good sell downward. This is a very nice analysis because we have our confluence, we have the supply zone, we are expecting a bearish candlestick, a strong bearish candlestick, and what are we also looking at? We also have the Fibonacci, 1.8 Fibonacci retracement level falling on the supply zone. So wait patiently and react to what we see on GBPJPY. So let's go to USDCHF. Wow. USDCHF has been selling. Okay. So let's mark this out. And let's mark this point out too. USDCHF. Wow, look at this stuff. I'm sure traders must have profited from this last week. The breakout, retest, and the continuation. Wow, that's a long one. So that's not what we are talking about today. So let's just pay attention to this point. Okay, this is USDCHF. It has been selling. So is this a beginning of a bullish reversal on USDCHF? Okay, let's mark. Let's use a rectangle to mark our. Good. So let's mark this point to here. Okay, good. And if you look at our intermediate zone, we can spot a bullish pressure here. Okay, good. So let's just mark this one out too. Because price could possibly push to that area. We don't know. React to what we see. So let's go down to our 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is what is happening on USDCHF on the 1 hour time frame. And if you let me zoom in, can you guys see something like a triple bottom here? 1, 2, and 3, and we have our necklines here. So let's see if this is actually going to give us something nice. Okay, so let's just put our stuff here. So this looks like a triple bottom. So we expect price to possibly come back for a retest and a continuation upward. You know, when we talk about pattern, we have something like a triple bottom, a double top, and a double top. When price breaks the neckline, to come back for a retest and a continuation above. So same as the triple top, these are the necklines on the triple top. We have the first top here. We have the triple bottom. We have the first bottom here, second bottom, and the third bottom, and this is the neckline. So we expect price to push downward for a retest and start going upward a buy. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. You can see it clearly. Okay. Okay, let's use this place because this was the last low price broke. Let's mark that out. Okay. This was the last high price broke. So we are expecting a retest of this neckline and a continuation upward on USDCHF because it created a triple bottom. The first bottom, second bottom, and the third bottom, and this is the neckline. So we expect price to come back for a retest of the neckline before it starts looking upward. That's what we have on USDCHF. There's not really much thing on USDCHF. So guys, that's what we are looking at on this week's market outlook. GBPUSD, GBPJPY, and USDCHF. I hope you guys enjoyed this outlook, and you can comment on your thought below. Don't forget to like and smash on the subscribe button. Stay our family. Thank you.